Hello everybody! I am here today to talk about a brand new bag that I just bought. I wasn't supposed to be buying another bag, but I have, and so I'm really excited to share about it and share what fits and all the details. So let's go. Hi everybody, my name is Taylor. If you're new, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. My channel here is called Midluxemuse, and I love to talk about my muse, which is handbags, all things handbags. So whether that's mid-luxury, contemporary, indie, all kinds of bags, leather bags, nylon bags, I'm here for all of it. I love bag chats. I love hot takes on bags. I love bags we love, bags we hate, everything about it I love to talk about. So if you're into chatty type of videos, you're in the right place. Please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and I would be super grateful and love to have you here. So today, as I stated in the earlier part of my video, I am going to be showing or revealing a bag that I purchased. Now, as you guys know, I was not supposed to be buying another bag anytime soon. I was possibly considering getting a bag in March for my birthday. It is February 1st, and here I am with a bag. So I guess this is my Q2 bag because I'm keeping it. But I'm excited to share this bag. I have had a few people ask me to do a comparison video between my Q1 bag, which is the Dooney Bourke Satchel, and this bag, which at the time I didn't own and I wanted, but I didn't know if I was gonna get it. And that is the Dooney Bourke Florentine Satchel in the regular size. So this is not the large, it's not the micro, mini, none of that. This is the regular size Dooney Bourke Florentine. And I went ahead and I got this. I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep it, to be honest. I didn't know, right? I know that the leather on the Florentine can be a little finicky. I didn't know if the size was gonna be good for me. I know the leather can be heavy. I just didn't know. So I told myself, we'll just see, we'll get it. We'll look at it. If we don't like it, we'll send it back. Not a big deal. I don't have to show it on YouTube, you know, if I don't like it. It's fine. So what I did is I got it, and it came yesterday. It came last night. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was going to send it right back. And the reason why is because it was covered in scratches. All over the bag there were scratches. I felt like it was a return. Like somebody had gotten it, didn't like it for whatever reason, and scratched it up with maybe long nails. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure that somebody had scratched it up pretty good because there were scratches everywhere, and I tried to kind of get them out with my hands, and just with my hands I wasn't able to buff them out. So that kind of disappointed me. And then when I turned the bag over, I noticed a little stain, which I'll pop a picture up here so you can see what I'm talking about. But there was a little stain, a teeny tiny little stain on the back of the bag by the handle. And I thought it was like an oil stain or something. It really bugged me because for a brand new bag, scratches on this type of leather I can kind of understand. And if you can use a leather conditioner, sometimes you can buff those out. So that didn't concern me too much because this bag is pretty finicky. It will get a lot of scratches over time. But the stain did bother me, and I didn't know what the stain was, of course. It kind of eked me out a little bit. But when I kind of moved the bag, I could see the stain was a little bit shiny, which told me it was like a residue, like almost sticky. And that kind of grossed me out, because I'm like, what is sticky on this bag? I didn't know if it was glue or if it was like food or something. I don't know. I don't know what it was. So I packaged it right back up, put it back in the box, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going to reorder it because I could get a bag that's just as scratched up, you know? So that was that. I was just going to send it back. And then later in the evening, I thought, you know, let me get it back out. I'm going to look at the stain again. I'm going to see if maybe I can pick it off. And so I kind of tried to do that. It didn't want to budge. So I took a wet like washcloth, just a teeny bit of water, not much at all. I didn't soak the bag or anything like that. And I kind of dabbed at the spot, and all the way around the spot, it got dark right away. Absorbed. This type of leather, it absorbs water. So if you go out in the rain, you're going to see rain spots right away. That's just the nature of the leather. I already knew that. I've had bags of this type of leather. This is nothing new to me. But yeah, it absorbed all of it, but the little spot remained light, which told me that the water was not absorbing in that spot because it was not penetrating. So I got frustrated. I'm like, great, now I have this big wet spot, around this little tiny spot. So I tried to kind of dry it, and then I did kind of try and pick at it again. And this time, because it was wet, it started coming off like it was glue or something. I'm pretty sure it was glue, I think. I ended up getting that off. I took the wet spot again and I dabbed kind of where that spot was, trying to make the wet spot all one color so it didn't look like a bullseye, if that makes sense. And I did. So I wetted it down. I did the best I could. And then I hung the bag up. I said, we're going to let it dry overnight. Hopefully the spot goes away. I've seen rain spots on Dooney bags go away before. On this color, I wasn't sure, but I was hoping, you know, I could already see it sort of starting to lighten up. So I let it be overnight, and then I checked it this morning, and the spot was still there. And it didn't look good. I'll put up what it looked like. This is what it looked like. And I was like, great, I've really done it now, haven't I? I couldn't just leave it be. I had to try and work it out myself. So I decided, well, we're probably going to keep the bag, aren't we? Because of this. Because I'm not going to send it back to Dooney looking like that. I had already sent them pictures of what it looked like prior with just a little spot, planning to return it. And then I went and messed with it. So now I can't return it, right? So, sorry guys, this is getting quite long. So I went and I got some leather conditioner. We have like a leather conditioner place they sell horse saddles and stuff. And so we went and got some leather conditioner today. I worked it all over the bag. Every single scratch came out. Let me show you the stain now. Now the stain is definitely still there, but it's very, very not quite as noticeable anymore. So I put pictures up of what it looked like before. It kind of just looks like patina now. And as the bag patinas and ages, it will, over time, you know, it'll get more spots that look like this, especially if there are any more wet hands or anything like this. I went over it quite a few times with the conditioner. I did the whole bag, all the scratches came out. And the thing I love about this bag the most is look at these rolls. I was hoping that I would get a bag with these pretty markings on it, and I did, and I am so thrilled with it. I'm not thrilled with myself for the little spot, but I took care of it. I really do think from a distance, like a long distance, you really cannot even tell. It looks totally fine. So I'm happy with that. I'm keeping it, obviously, because I conditioned it. I did all my stuff to it. And I love this bag. And so I'll kind of just compare side by side the Luca versus the Florentine Satchel. So quite a big difference. I mean, in person, it doesn't feel that big of a difference. This doesn't feel that much bigger and certainly doesn't feel that much heavier than this, although this is packed up fully. So I'll have to unpack this to show you what fits in here. But yes, so size-wise, I believe this is almost, I'll put the measurements up here. I believe this is almost 12 inches and this one is 10.5. So yeah, about 1.5 inches in difference. Yeah. So quite a bit of difference. And then the sides, as you can see, this one's quite a bit wider and it is taller too. So I'll put up the measurements here on the sides so you can see what that's like. But yeah, ultimately I am really happy with this bag. Now that that fiasco is over, when I put the water on it, I was not that concerned because I've dealt with leather like this before. I've restored a Coach bag, actually the same color, with conditioner, and I cleaned it and everything. And so I wasn't that worried about it. I knew I'm pretty good with leather. So yes. So I just wanted to get this and I just wanted to kind of share with you guys why. I got this because I wanted a bigger bag. Simple as that. My son has recently gotten more allergies. In the last week, he has had 3 more reactions to things he wasn't reacting to before. Sunflower seeds, now eggs, and potentially soy, potentially mustard seed as well. So we went to the allergist, we upped his prescription of Epi. So I now have a much bigger case that I'm carrying in my bag, and I'll show you all of this. But yeah, so I'll kind of show you the outside of this bag. I needed more space. I needed it to fit more. But yeah, so this is the outside. Of course, more beautiful markings on the bottom. It does come with feet, as you can see. The stitching looks great. I don't see any issues with the stitching whatsoever. The handles all look great. The handles do have these kind of like baseball mitt type of stitching. I like that. I think that's beautiful. The tassels on the sides are really nice. Mine are nice and like tight still. They haven't flared out or anything. I like that look. I think they look nice, and they do have the green in them. And then on the inside here, I will open it up. And of course it has the green suede with the red interior. Now, typically I wasn't the biggest fan of that, but it's kind of grown on me. Alyssa from the Gal's Guide, she said it looks vintage. It does look vintage. I like that. I like that term, vintage. I don't know what it reminded me of before. Definitely old vibes, but in a good way. Vintage sounds better, doesn't it? So let me get out all this stuff, all the packaging and all of that. I believe my bag was made in Mexico. Now, I can't see, let me see here if I can see the tag. I don't know. It does smell good. It smells really good on the inside. Yeah, so quite a big space on the inside. I thought I would just come on and do a quick little packing video kind of to show you what all fits in this bag, and we'll go from there. All right, so I am currently unpacking my Luca satchel. I have the Luca satchel all packed up. I have not carried this thing yet. That's why there's still a tag on it, because I just haven't taken it off. But I do have it all packed up. All my stuff is in here. I did get a new wallet. So I got the Sorrento, I think it's called the Sorrento 12. Or no, Sorrento 12. I think that's what it's called. And so it holds 6 different cards. So you can kind of see that there, 6 different cards. And then it has like these little slots here. Yeah, I do like this wallet a lot. And then it also has this little coin pouch as well. I could use that for bills. I don't really carry dollar bills or anything like that around, or just extra cards like gift cards or whatever. So yeah, I really like this. I think this is really, really nice. It's really good quality. I love the leather on it. The Sorrento leather is like very squishy. It's very soft. It smells really good. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of this, and I got it so that it would complement. There we go. It's just really nice quality. I just thought it would complement my black Luca very well, and it does. So I did get a new wallet. I'll take this out. I'll put this in last. Okay, and let's start with the big items. So this is my son's new EpiPen kit. So it is huge. It's like 8 or 8.5 inches wide. Yeah, this is big. This has to fit in all my bags now. So this is why I need big bags now. So I'm gonna go ahead and plop this in. And while it does take up a nice chunk of space, there's still plenty of space to go. So I'm loving that. I did put some of my emergency kit supplies in there, like Band-Aids, Tylenol, Neosporin, things like that. But I'm keeping this as well, more for my female needs, my anything woman really. So chapstick, lipstick, if I want to put makeup in here, I can. I have bobby pins, hair ties, just girly things. So this is mine. I'm just gonna keep this. So I will put that in there next to this. And then I have, of course, my sunglasses from Quay. Someone told me I pronounced that wrong, and I don't remember what the right pronunciation is, so I apologize about that. My wallet, I have my hand lotion, so I will throw those in. And there is so much room in this bag. I am very pleased, very, very, very pleased with this. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this in the bottom, actually. And then I have my little hand sanitizer as well, my Touchland, which I'm going to stick in one of the pockets. I'm actually gonna stick it in the pocket in the back, so I'll show you what that looks like here. So right back there in that kind of slip pocket, but everything else fits really well. So you can see my wallet, you can see the card, everything else is just kind of there. And I will zip it up. Obviously there's room for a ton more. I could put some snacks, and I could put some diapers. I could maybe throw a diaper or 2 in there if I wanted to. And there you have it. It holds everything. Literally everything you could want, this holds. So I love that. I think this is perfect for me, perfect for my needs as a mom. And yeah, and I did go ahead and I put the strap on. I did the shoulder strap, and I hung it on the door because you can see it was kind of wrapped up. It had kind of some of those bends. So I went ahead and hung it on the door like this. I did that to kind of train the strap to do what it needs to do. And then, of course, throw it over your shoulder. It's kind of hard with this bulky of a sweater, but I'll kind of stand up and show you guys, of course, what that looks like. And I love this bag. People say that the Florentine satchel is really heavy. I disagree. I don't think it's that heavy, to be honest with you, especially not being worn on the shoulder. On the shoulder, it's very comfortable. I don't have any issues with that. Now, if you're gonna wear it crossbody, which I don't think I would do that, yeah, you might want to buy a different strap, especially if you're gonna pack it full. But yeah, overall, I don't have a lot to say. I'm very pleased about it, even despite my little stain mishap here. It's fine. It's honestly fine. I got this color knowing that this color in particular is going to show stains and signs of use the most, but I've always wanted a bag that is going to kind of show that character and love and stuff over time, and so I'm okay with it. It's having a bag that came with a stain and then trying to fix the stain has forced me to break it in. It's already being loved on, so not going anywhere. I'm happy with this bag. I really, really do like it and love it a lot. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm very pleased with it. Dooney Bourke is killing it for me right now. Yeah, I really don't have anything to say besides just I'm happy with it and I love it and I highly recommend them. Now, am I disappointed that there was a stain? Yeah. Could I have maybe returned it and gone for a different one? Also, yeah. But part of the reason why I didn't was because I really loved some of these markings on the bottoms, like the cow's rolls. I loved that. I didn't know what kind of leather I would get on the next one, if I would get, you know, like a smoother leather or I don't know. You just never know. And I wasn't unhappy with the quality of the leather. I was just unhappy with that one spot. So yeah, I'm keeping it. I love it. And that is all I have to say about that for today. So just wanted to come on here and show you guys that. I did break my rule, so I suppose that this is my Q2 bag now for 2026. No birthday bag for me. I don't deserve a birthday bag. I guess this is my birthday bag now. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. Just kind of show and tell. I will do another video more in depth comparing apples to oranges, apples to apples, between my Lucas satchel and the Florentine, so you guys can see more of size comparisons, like what fits. Everything that fits in this bag that I have packed up here also fits in the Luca, but it does make it pretty heavy. Whereas this, it's heavy. I'm sure it weighs the same, but for some reason it feels better distributed, I guess, because it's just a larger bag. So take that with what you will. But that's all for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video, this review, I guess, of my first impressions of the Dooney Bourke Florentine Satchel. Would I recommend this bag? Absolutely. I love it. Just be aware, though, if you are getting a Dooney Bourke bag in the Florentine line, that it does scratch quite easily and show marks and absorbs water and all of that. So just be aware of that. Be prepared. Don't let it break your heart if anything does get on it, because that is just the nature of the leather and something we have to deal with. So that is that. If you guys can hear banging, I should have mentioned this at the beginning of this video. If you can hear banging, it's because we have construction going on down in the basement. So I'm on the top floor, then we have a main floor, and then down in the basement we are framing to finish the basement. So you're probably hearing all kinds of noise right now. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, but that's what that is. So don't mind that, and I'm sorry about it, but that's all for today, guys. If you like chatty videos like this, bag reviews, bag chats, everything that has to do with bags, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'd be grateful and love to see you on the next. Bye.